Yeah. Kind of hard to categorize my first guest here. She's sort of a storyteller. Other people call her a performance artist, I guess is the best thing you could say. She's on a national tour. It's a terrific show, a very unusual show. I suggest you see it. She'll be in San Diego at Symphony Hall on February 15th. This is her current album, Strange Angels. Please welcome Laurie Anderson.
Traveling at the speed of light, and you're no one, and you're falling, and you're traveling at the speed of light.
Real nice.
Thank you.
Boy, that's real nice. And I know you don't, in fact, you don't do any TV, do you? That's why I kind of appreciate you coming. It's hard. I know your show, you have a lot of elements with graphics and...
Yeah, there's lots of really big screens and electronics and music but you know, when you plan these things, it looks sort of different when you're sketching it out on a legal pad and you kind of go, 20-foot tower, you know, that looks good. And then the 20-foot tower comes in, you're going, man, that's tall. Yeah. But I know I have done some television, some public service announcements are the most recent TV things I've done.
Well, is it harder for you to do something essentially simple like this than it is to do your show? Is it stranger?
Well, I like doing live things. Well, this is live. There are people
Yeah,
here.
people there. You wouldn't have known it by the monologue, but yes.
This is, you know, and also, I mean, I do a lot of things in big theaters, and, you know, I think audiences think that they're invisible, you know. But I like the show so that I can really see people's faces, because if enough people are going, huh? You know,
Yeah,
then I'll take it out, you know.
Well, that's what I do as a comic.
Yeah.
A lot of comics don't like having the lights up, but I like having the lights on, because if I see people reading newspapers or exchanging phone numbers, well, that's
tip off.
Yeah. So you really gauge it? I mean, if you see people, is your first impression, well, that guy's a jerk, or do you really think, oh, they don't get it?
It depends on what, you know, if it's kind of an obscure thing to begin with, I think, well, maybe he's right, you know.
Yeah.
So.
How about different parts of the country? Now, you live in New York.
Yeah.
So things that might seem perhaps more normal in New York, when you go, do you change it if you go to other areas?
Normal?
Well, I don't mean, but obscure or...
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean people less intelligent. I just mean things that are just...
People have real different senses of humor, depending on, you know, like some people in San Francisco are like real, you know, right? And people in New York maybe are a little bit more kind of show me what you got kind of.
Yeah, right.
L.A. too, you know, I think.
Yeah, well, this town too.
Yeah, the port cities.
Yeah. Now, I don't know much about you. See, you're like one of these mysterious people. When you see your concerts and look at the albums, do you come big family, little?
Yeah, big one. I got 4 brothers and 3 sisters.
Oh, really?
It's a mob scene, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. What part of the country are you from?
Near Chicago.
Oh,
little town, you know.
Yeah, see, I don't see you. I was thinking more like Venus or somewhere like
Venus.
outer space. Well, no, I don't mean it in a bad way. I just
Venus is
no,
nice.
I just don't. There are certain people you don't imagine sitting down and cutting the turkey and Ma, here are the dishes. You know, I just kind of. But that's a compliment, actually.
Thank you. I take it that way.
No, that's good.
You know, I think, you know, people started talking about that. I had a song called I Dreamed I Had to Take a Test in a Dairy Queen on Another Planet.
Right.
And that's where people got that idea, I think, you know, like somewhere else.
Do they come to your shows? I mean, do your parents... See, like with me, my mother sits in the front and is the only person not laughing. I guess she likes it. She just doesn't understand what the other people are laughing at. I mean, do your folks get it?
Because you were funny when you were a kid and she doesn't...
Well, there was a time to be serious and a time to be funny, and I've yet to find the time to be funny.
Yeah.
Actually. But with your music, do they get into it?
They do.
Yeah?
Yeah, they like it. My dad comes to, well, they both come, but he heckles.
He heckles?
Yeah. It's great, yeah. Oh, that's not the way it was, you know, it's great.
It just yells out.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first performance you gave? Did you, I mean, because... Now that you're kind of well known, I imagine it's a little easier to get away with.
Well, I kind of slipped into it because I was working as a sculptor, and then I was doing this job for money at night. I was teaching Egyptological, you know, stuff, Egyptian architecture and Assyrian sculpture. But I wasn't like really a professional art historian, so I wasn't keeping up on those Egyptological journals, you know, leafing through them, and I was forgetting things. The facts were fading a little bit, you know. So I'd look at this, you know, we'd show slides, you know, and I'd look at the slide and I'd draw a complete blank. I couldn't remember what it was. And so I'd just kind of make things up.
Just make it up?
Yeah. And then, you know, the students would write it down and I'd test them on it. You know? And it took me a little while. See, I actually think that history, it's sort of an act of faith to think that any of this stuff really happened in the first place. And, you know, there's people like rehashing it.
That's right. If you can come up with a better version, go for it.
I think so. And I think that's it.
Terrific. Be right back. Laurie Anderson. Thank you. So it's nice to see my next guest. She is currently starring in the movie Flashback. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Carol Kane. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you,
It's a
Jay.
cocktail glass with bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of nice. Now, is that like one of those vintage, old-time ones, or is that like a new one?
No, this is, a girlfriend gave this to me. It's new.
Oh, well, that's nice.
But anyway, I thought that song was so great. So I'm so honored to be on here with Laurie.
Well, that's good.
Very sweet.
There you are.
So,
Now, I heard you in the dressing room talking. You learned to drive a school bus for this movie, is that right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was kind of tricked in a way because I had to drive one of those big buses, you know, that gets turned into a hippie bus. I mean, in the 60s.
Yes, I remember those.
Yeah, you remember those, Jerry.
Yes.
And so they made me learn to drive this thing around a parking lot, and I didn't even learn to drive until very recently, and this thing was gigantic. But then it came to the day when we shot the scene with Dennis Hopper and Kiefer Sutherland, and they just sort of let me, like, turn the wheel, like, you know, like you let a child drive, but then somebody else was down there, you know,
shifting
with the stick shift. I don't think they entrusted the lives of their stars to me. Yes.
Oh, gosh.
I think they may have had a point, though.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Now, do you sing in this film? Is that right?
No, no, that's not right.
No, you don't sing in this film.
Why, funny you should ask.
Well, yes, yes. Well, what was the
No,
film where you sang? I read somewhere you made a singing debut. Oh, that was the Lemon...
The Lemon Sisters.
Lemon Sisters,
with
okay.
Diane Keaton and Catherine Grody.
See, so many
Yeah.
movies.
I don't sing like Laurie sings, though. I sing in a rather pathetic fashion. I mean, I was doing my best, but I think it came out a little on the humorous side.
Did they bring in someone to sing? Gee, you got somebody driving your bus, someone singing?
Actually,
Gosh.
Paul Schaefer worked like a dog to get me to sound even as good as I sound in the movie. Diane's a real singer, Keaton, you know.
No.
She's a wonderful singer.
Well, you know, I remember when she used to sing at the Improv in New York.
Really?
She used to come in, and that was before she was famous, and she used to
Yeah.
get up and sing, and she was very good.
Oh, she's got a beautiful
Yeah.
voice. So go see the Lemon Sisters, but now go
Okay.
see Flashback.
Okay, maybe get them on a double bill if you wait long enough. Maybe
Yeah,
just
I
kinda
hope
get-
so.
Now, we had Dennis Hopper on last week. You did
Yeah.
the film with... He's kind of a fun guy.
He's fascinating, isn't he?
Yeah, he's interesting. He's
Brilliant.
interesting. It was an interesting guest. I enjoyed him. No, I mean that in a good way. I mean in a good way. I don't mean it in
see,
a bad
now,
way. Stop.
I think of Dennis, to me, he's just like an old-fashioned Southern gentleman. He's so courtly, and everybody thinks, well, he's this maniac, you know, because he's such
Yeah, I
a
think
good actor.
maniac would be closer to Southern gentleman.
No, but it's not.
I think he's a maniacal Southern gentleman.
No.
Wouldn't that be a good...
No, you're wrong. It's well, he's just such an artist, you know, and he can be many things, but he's been so great in so many movies,
Yeah.
playing frightening characters. This is a comedy. This is his first comedy, and he's brilliant in it. And
Yeah.
and in real life, he is more like a Southern gentleman than.
Well, you can't help but do that, because when you see him in Blue Velvet
Well,
and
Blue
stuff,
Velvet, yeah, that puts some people
you know,
off.
I may stand in the Holy Ghost, Jay. Ha! You turn around and you just...
But do you have a clip? Do you have a clip from Flashback? Not to
Do we have a
push
clip
my-
from Flashback?
Yeah.
Fred, do we have a clip? Apparently, we're going through the archives now. And do you need to explain this clip?
Well, it's interesting because it's not far from Laurie's song. It's about the movie. At the end of the movie, Dennis says that the 90s are going to make the 60s look like the 50s. And it's about sort of hitting the streets and standing up for what you believe in, taking care of your fellow human being. So this clip is a little
all right,
about that.
let's take a look at the clip.
Yeah.
Here we are.
You made us understand that if we really cared individually, each of us can make a difference, but collectively, we could change the world. I remember when you spoke. You made me feel like you were speaking directly to me. Is that true?
I could listen to this all day.
Look, I hate to break up your love affair here. Maggie, you're all wrong. He's an escaped felon. He's not a hero. And he's going back to jail. So would you please tell me where your phone is?
Only thing you should be doing with the phone, doll, is calling your parents. When was the last time you spoke to them?
I don't remember.
Probably don't even know where they are, right?
You know, when I look at you in the films, I always think, before I met you and knew who you were, I guess, was it Hester Street? Was that the very first?
Well, that was the first film, I guess, that gave me any big recognition. Yeah.
Because you always look very European
Oh, yeah?
to me. When you travel, do people think you're, what are your roots? Is that
Russian,
rude to ask?
Austrian? No, what are yours?
Mine is, how dare you? No, mine are, I'm Scot and Italian.
Yeah, mine are Russian and Austrian. And I guess, yeah, of course you carry it all in your face.
Yeah.
My mother lives in...
That's a lot to carry on your face, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Carrying all that weight on your face. Good heavens. How's your dog doing? You have
George.
George the dog. Didn't you have him on your watch?
He's doing great, and he's being mated right now, and I do have
He's
him on
being
my
mated
watch.
right now, boy.
Well,
Well,
I don't know if at this very second, but
Well.
and it's 5 past George by my watch. So let's see. But,
you're having him mated with.
With Jasmine.
Hopefully another dog.
Jasmine.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm hoping for some little
Now,
ones.
are these thoroughbreds? I mean, is this one of these things where
Yeah,
the
they're
mother's Rin
pugs.
Tin Tin and the daddy's Lassie or something, or the
They're
other way around?
pugs.
Oh, they're boxers? Is that what-
Pugs.
Oh, pugs.
Are you not listening, Jerry?
No, I am. I'm just. A pug is. I'm trying. A pug looks. Does it
A
look like
small, incredibly beautiful dog.
the ones that
Doc
look like they
has a
look like they got
beautiful
nailed
dog,
on the
too,
nose?
but,
Well, don't they? I mean, they look like another dog just bopped him, right? I mean, they're like. Well, that's why. Yeah.
Well, see now, to me, George looks like the most beautiful dog in the world.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Lily or anything.
Oh, a Doc's dog?
Yeah.
Oh no, you
Who's
can't offend
also
Doc's
a
dog.
great beauty, but you know, a girl.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So now that they're being mated right at this very moment.
Well, not Lily and George, but Lily and Jasmine. I mean,
And see, you're not listening. You're not paying attention. Well, I'll let her get her
I'm
composure,
flustered.
ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back after this. Okay. My next guest, very funny stand-up comedian who just won an Ace Award for Best Comedy Special on cable TV last year. He'll be performing in his hometown of Philadelphia at the Comedy Factory Outlet. It's a kind of huge factory turning out comics down there in the Philadelphia area. February 19th, and it'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the Highland Theater, March 7th through 10th. Please welcome Dom Herrera. Yes!
Thank you. Don't ever make fun of the Comedy Factory Outlet. That hurts. Don't you love these people that go, boy, you look great. I didn't even recognize you. What's that supposed to mean? Normally, you look like such a bag of trash. I could spot you from a helicopter. What is it about you that looks good today? So I'll be traveling again. I was stuck in Atlanta's airport a couple weeks ago. You go out to those airports, they can charge you whatever they want. What's that, a slice of pizza, $30? No problem, yeah. I don't want to take that ride. I go up to Edna with the glittering Edna in her lapel. I said, give me a small Coke. She says, we don't have small, we just have medium and large. I said, well, doesn't that make the medium really a small? We have medium and large. I said, Edna, you have to have at least 3 to have a medium. Don't you understand the English language here?
Man, country clubber, devoted father and husband hired an assassin.